Today I'm going to talk to you about auditory verbal therapy. This is a method for teaching deaf children to listen and speak using the residual hearing, in addition to the constant use of amplification devices such as hearing aids, FM devices, and cochlear implants. Auditory verbal therapy emphasizes speech and listening. There are 4 levels of auditory skills: detection, discrimination, identification, and comprehension. Instructional strategies. Please remember that these are listening-only exercises.
Hi everybody, I'd like to talk to you tonight about a resource that I learned while on practicum. And this is from the Listening Tree, Jumpy Bug. And for today's demonstration, I have my lovely daughter Kara that will be joining us. And we will be demonstrating what it might look like to do an AV therapy session. One of the first things that you want to do before you start is make sure the teacher and the student are side by side, so that it's more auditory as opposed to visual cues. Also, you want to pay attention to the room setup. As you know, we're at home, so some of the setup that we have right now is more distractions due to the cat, but also background noise. So if you pay attention, I don't know if you can pick it up, there's the sound of the refrigerator that's causing a little bit of background noise there. It's really paying attention to your surroundings before you sit down with the student and do a lesson to make sure there's nothing affecting how that student is able to listen. And of course, before you do any lesson, you always do the 6 sound test and make sure all of the FM systems and hearing aids and everything are being used and working properly before you begin. Make sure that when you're doing your lessons that you pace well and be engaged, and make sure that you have fun, because if you're having fun, then typically the kid will have fun, and that's really what makes the learning even more successful. So we'll start today. Today we're going to do Jumpy Bug, and I've got Kara here sitting right beside me, so she can't necessarily have my visual cues of my lips, but if I need to, I can also cover up my lips and make that effective too if I'm not able to sit side by side. So today we're going to be playing Jumpy Bug, and as you know, we've been working on the sound for a few weeks now. Can you give me the sound? Good job. And today what we're going to be doing is adding a sound in front of it and then finishing with our sound. Can you give me that sound again? Good job. So when we're playing our Jumpy Bug, our goal is to not let the foot come down on Jumpy Bug. We want Jumpy Bug to get over. So we're going to go through all of our sounds with our ending of our th. Are you ready? Excellent. All right, first sound. Ooth.
Ooth.
Good job. Pick a card. Jumpy Bug goes across. So we have one Jumpy Bug across. Ready? Ears ready? Okay. Er. Excellent. I like how you said er. Now remember, at any time you can use the saving one.
I'm gonna do that.
A.
A.
Oh. You're gonna use it. Excellent. So you get to go 1 up because she's used her rescue one.
My foot.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ears ready? Ah. Ah.
Ah.
Good work. You're a pro at this. Do you think Bug's gonna get it?
Yeah, he has to go more.
Yeah. Ah. Ah.
S.
Ooh, he's going up. Ears ready? A. A.
A.
Oh no. It. Excellent. Remember to use that tongue, okay? Yay, what happened?
He went to.
So once we've gone through, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been checking off each of the sounds that I did to ensure that she's been able to obtain them correctly. So what I'd like to talk to you about today is assessment. And while I was on practicum, I learned about an assessment called the Compass Test of Auditory Discrimination, and that's by Wordplay Productions. And what it is a series of 50 cards that you work through, and it helps you discover what you need to work on for the child. So whether you need to work on initial manner, final voicing, final place, initial place, it will help guide your direction for your future lessons. So the way it works is you sit in front of the student about 3 feet away, and you use a visual block, so they have no visual cues on your lips. They can't lip read when you do this. And what you do is you hold up the cards, you say the word, so for example, lock, and the child will point to the appropriate word. And then just depending on where you do that, on the back, it will have guidance for you on whether you put it under the A pile, the B pile, or the C pile. And then when you're all done, you'll have a list on your sheet of where all the piles came, and then it will enable you to help plan for your next lessons.